Hi guys, welcome back to another Learn to Crochet video with me. Today we are going to cover double crocheting. Again, I am still using US terms, so this is a US double crochet. So, if you've not seen the previous video, I go over a little bit more on, I will have gone over slower with the single crochet videoing, how to create this slip knot and how to create chains. And again, I'm going to go with 10 for my initial chain. And now, because it's a double crochet I'm doing this time, I am adding on 2 because it is a taller stitch. So we only want to end up with 10 stitches in this example, so I have now got 12 chains on my hook, 10 for the stitches, 2 for the turn. So what I am going to do is I'm going to count 1, 2, and then this third one here from the hook is the one I want to go into. And as before, I only go into the single loop on the back for my initial row because I prefer the ending look. So to do a double crochet, what we are going to do, it is slightly different from the single. We are going to hook round our hook, so we've got a loop of yarn as such around the hook, and then we're going to go through that loop. So I've got 2 loops now before I went through. Now to come back again, I'm going to hook the yarn as I did before to pull a loop back through. You should at this point have 3 loops of yarn on your hook. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook my yarn, but I am only going to go through the first 2. So 1, 2, and then I still end up with 2 hoops left even. And then I'm going to hook my yarn again and pull through the remaining. So that is your first double crochet. And we're going to do this all the way across. So again, we're going to hook our yarn. We're going to go through that loop. We're going to hook our yarn and pull back. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to hook my yarn and pull through 2. Hook my yarn, pull through 2. It's similar to the single, but with an extra step. So let's keep going. So we hook our yarn, we go through, hook our yarn, pull back, hook through 2, hook through 2. Yarn over, through my stitch, yarn over and pull back, hook through 2, hook my yarn through 2. So you can see our stitch now is a bit taller than last time. I'm going to do this all the way across. So that's 6. 7. 8. 9. And then last one through that individual one. Yarn through 2, through 2. So that there is our first 10 double crochets. So as we've done previously, we need to chain and turn. However, because I'm doing doubles this time, I'm going to chain 1, 2 before I turn. As before, I am going to skip this one right here because I want a straight edge, and I'm going to go into this hook. So again, like before with the single crocheting, we need to go under both of those loops that are there. So there's 2 loops on top we're going under. So we're going to hook our yarn, we're going to go miss that one through this one, hook our yarn and pull back. So we've got 3, hook the yarn through 2, hook through 2. And we're just going to keep doing this all the way across. So hook, through, hook, through, hook through 2 of them, hook through 2 of them. So we're just going to keep going all the way across. We've done 1, 2, 6 so far. 7, 8, 9, and again we need to do number 10. We haven't finished. There is one more stitch that goes into that turning chain, so we just need to make sure we've counted properly, and we can go through this turning chain right here at the end. The first one's always the hardest to finish that row off. So that is our second row of 10. I'm going to chain our 2 so we can turn and just carry on. So miss the first one, we're going into this one, hook, through, hook, through 2 loops, hook through 2 loops. And you can just keep going with these. Back and forth as wide as you want until you have reached your desired length. And so that was 9. So again, we need to make sure we're in that turning chain. This one I think is easier to see that you've still got 1 stitch left to go, because the doubles, they're a lot easier to see the stitches because they're a bit bigger and there's a bit more gappier than a single crochet, so you can see that there's kind of an unfinished line there. So again, I sometimes, like I'm doing here, I pull that loop out the way so I can quite easily see these 2 without the yarn getting in my way, because they can be a little bit fiddly at times, before hooking it and pulling it back. And we can just keep going like that. And we've got these nice straight edges because we missed the one in the turning chain. As before, if you want to finish, when you've got to finish, just cut the yarn off, hook it and pull it through. And that is how we double crochet. You can use this to create scarves and hats. These are the basic stitches. I will see you soon for the next stitch.